everyone and welcome to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to you. So before we start the readings for this week, I just wanted to tell you just a quick little story. To be fair, I have, as you can see, this witch here this week on my table, and there's a story how I acquired this witch, okay, which I'm quickly going to sort of explain to you. There's somebody I watch called Brum Reseller, and I will put his channel link in the description box below. He's based here in the UK, and he sort of works for himself. And what he does, he goes round to the local car boot sales, he'll go to charity shops and what have you, and pick up items that are being sold, and then he will go and then resell them on his eBay account and makes just a little bit of an add-on to earn a living, as we all try and do. So yeah, I'm going to clip in okay, I'm going to try and clip in the little excerpt of the video where he goes to this man who was selling these beautiful dragons. They were like little dragon statues, and this witch was sort of amongst these dragons, and he took no interest to the witch. And I was watching the video thinking, oh my god, go for the witch, go for the witch. Okay, and he wasn't. He just took all these dragons and he did a deal with the dragons. Okay, and then he was sort of still hovering around, and he was looking at some bookends, and the chap turned around basically and said, you know what, mate, just give me £5 for the bookends and you can have the witch as well. And I was jumping for joy because I was like going, have the witch, have the witch. Okay, so I messaged him after and said, if you haven't sold it, could I buy it from you? I offered to buy it from him, and he said, I'll tell you what, he said, I'll do you a trade. He says, if you can do a reading for my partner, then you can have the witch. And I went, yeah, no problem. And that's what I did. So I gave him a reading. He gave me a shout out on his channel last week, okay, which I obviously clipped into the video. So yeah, he's worth a watch, especially if you're here in the UK, because you'd understand the concept of boot sales. He's just a nice chap, and he does some funny sketches as well within his videos. So I did say I'd return the favour back, so I'm going to drop his link in the description box below. Any of my subscribers that are interested, please go over and just support his channel.
Tenner on the lot.
What, all the dragons?
All these little things here.
It's 15.
15?
Yeah,
It's like 10
Yeah, go on then. I'm not really good with
I'm here to get rid of it, you know what I mean? I don't want to take it over with me.
I'm not really good with offers. Great, thanks a lot, mate.
What are these for £2 each? I
Uh,
like them because they've got the Grim Reaper on them.
£2. What would you do on them? What are these made out of?
I'll tell you what, thank you. Give us another £5, Take that.
Yeah.
Them two, because they're bookends.
Yeah.
And have them two.
Yeah, I'll do that, yeah, same. Great. You can chuck them in there, yeah. There you are, there's your £5 back, same.
Cheers, young man.
Great, thanks for that. Cheers. Anyway, so let's get into the haul. So here we are. Oh, hold on a sec. Hello? There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Oh, there's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at...
There's somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door.
Hello, children.
I sold a witch to a witch. If you read the comments on some of the videos. You might see somebody called Poetry Witch. I didn't realise she does readings, you know, like palm readings. And so I swapped her, the witch, for a reading. And the reading was really good. I'll put a link to her channel down below. Because, yeah, very impressive. She said stuff that nobody else could have known.
So my lovelies, that is how I acquired this lovely witch. So don't forget to check out the link in the description box below and show some support if you are interested. Okay, so now we will get on with the readings. I'm now going to be reading for the lovely Pisces. So Pisces, what did I have out in the poetic words for you? And they were: jigsaw puzzles and crosswords no longer float your boat. Boredom has been setting in and someone's about to gloat about all the money they've come into but won't offer you a dime. A friendship you thought was valid will have them overstepping the line. So I felt like there was somebody around you, whether it's a friend or family member, who come into a windfall and they just gloat about it around you, and they don't even sort of you know, offer you out for a drink in celebration or anything. They're just really mean and tight, and you see them for who they truly are. As I said, it could be a friend or a family member about that, and it's like they've overstepped the line with you to say they've shown you their true colours, and it's like to say, you know what, if that had been me, I'd have been sort of taking them out for a meal and celebrating, but zero, nothing. They're just bragging about what they're buying, what they want to do, and what have you, and how to spend it. The jigsaw puzzles and crosswords, it's like to say you've been sort of caught up in board games, social media games, you know, computer games and what have you. And it's like to say the boredom's setting in, and that's where you've been finding your attractions on an evening, maybe playing sort of Xbox games and what have you. It's saying you've got to come out of this energy, okay? You've got to do something about this boredom, because I feel like you're getting into sort of a lazy kind of energy on an evening where you could be using your sort of energies more constructively. So let's have a look what comes out in the cards though, and see if this opens it up a little bit more for you. So what have we got for Pisces? What have we got for Pisces? Let's just grab two cards out of this deck. So the first card coming out for you, we have the Sword. It's come out quite a lot this week on the cards, followed by the Underworld. Okay, so the Sword here is saying it comes to a realisation for some of you this week. You sort of haven't got the energy, you're weary, and it's not your battle to fight. You could have been sort of fighting somebody's corner, trying to make somebody see sense, and it's got to a stage of, you know what, I ain't got the energy anymore, and it's to put the sword down, and a realisation comes in. The Underworld comes in because, as I said, I feel like you've been dragged into this sort of cyber world type thing of gaming or playing sort of games on your phone just to break the boredom, and it's saying you've got to come out of this underworld. It's dragging you down, and you're losing focus on sort of things that you need to be more constructive with your energy than what you are doing. So let's just clarify those two cards, and we'll grab out another card out of this deck. It's like voices as well, the underworld is. You could be drinking too much, smoking too much, okay? And it's saying you've got to sort of look at what you're doing. And then it's got exchanging gifts here. And this is where I said you have to look at what's going on around you. And sometimes exchanging gifts can be looking at new interests, okay, to get you out of the underworld, the underrealms of the gaming and what have you, where you're sort of caught up in Neverland, as I call it, okay. But exchanging gifts as well can be celebrations for some, actually physically going to a party, or there's a birthday or anniversary celebration coming in this week, and it can also mean on a spiritual link as well. So I'll just get another clarifier to go with the exchanging gifts for you, okay. Pisces, and we have deep freeze, and this is what you've been in. You've been in this very lethargic, frozen type, I don't want to do anything kind of energy, but the thaw is coming in. It's just about starting to thaw. You've come to a realisation that you haven't done a lot with your time of late, and you need to come out and wake up really and start to do something about the issues that you have got going on around you. It's like you've sort of closed yourself off or tried to just blinky yourself from issues that you don't want to deal with at the moment. But the thaw comes in and you've got to start to face your fears basically. So let's have a look what your inner psyche is feeling this week. Okay, it's like the games and everything. It's to take your mind off the reality of things that you don't want to deal with. It's like the underworld is like your escapism from facing your fears, facing your battles. So we've got blessings coming in. Your spiritual self is saying, hold in, because things are about to change. Brand new, like a full moon here, where it comes into a completion, saying things are going to be changing. Let's just get another card to go with the blessings. Don't lose the faith either. She's got light here within her hands, saying you need to project out now what you need to be focusing on and dealing with. And we've got details. So the universe is throwing this in, saying, come on, you've got to start sorting out your affairs, your finances, what is important, not sort of, blocking it out with drinking, smoking, just escaping into the under realms, the gaming world, okay? Time for action. Time for change. So let's have a look at your animal spirit cards for this week. What else have we got for Pisces? And it's the alchemical sign of Earth as the horse and the alchemical sign of the dragon from the spiritual realms. This is the all-seeing eye of the universe, okay? Saying to you, you need to get your mojo back. You need to get this wild spirit energy of the, because there's a new moon on the third eye of that horse. It's like to say, where's your momentum gone? Where's the mojo? Where's the vigour, the spirit of you? And the dragon is sort of, in a spiritual sense, is breathing fire upon you to get the passion and the will and the drive for you to get back in the saddle, okay, and start to face your fears and start to look at details around you and get your life back in order. I feel whoever I'm picking up with, it's like you've been stuck in the deep freeze, okay? You've literally been stuck in the deep freeze, and it's time for the thaw and to wake up and come back to life, okay? So let's have a look at the messages from Spirit to add on to this, Pisces. And it's speak your truth, okay? Stand up for what you believe in, regardless of the consequences. Speak your truth, no matter what others may think. It's time to stand in your own power for all the world to see. In other words, you've got to get up, stand up, speak out, get things done, and whether people like it or not, you've got to do it for you, okay? Got to start getting your life back in order. Let's have a look what the fairy oracles want to add on to this then. And it's practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So it's giving you a confidence boost here. There's a new pathway. You've got to start planning for the new future pathway, okay? Get back in that saddle. We've got another horse here, and start to play to your own tune. Come back to life, okay? I feel like I want to pull out one more major oracle card for you. I call these my magic cards, and I've pulled one out for Scorpio this week, and you're my second, and it's strange, it's a water sign. So I am going to pull out a magic oracle card, as I call them, for you, Pisces, because I feel like you need a little bit of added magic in this reading this week. And for you, my lovely, we've got ground your light, let your soul shine, come back to life, Pisces. Start to focus, you know, start to connect with yourself. You've become detached over the last couple of months, and you've got to ground yourself and sort of remember who you are and what your passions and future goals are, planning for the future and the days ahead. So, my lovely Pisces, I hope you can take something from that reading this week. Please check out the links I've put in the description box below. Check out your moon and rising signs, and until next week, you take care of yourself. Bye then.